Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're doing a really simple page, creating our own mask using the Collage Collective. So this is a page I got glued into my journal from the Collage Collective, which is a book of artwork from Dina Wakely, of her artwork that you can tear up and use and collage and do all sorts of things with. Now, if you didn't have that, you could obviously draw your own background, you could use pattern paper, anything you want. Basically, you just want some colour and shape in the background. The face that you can see here is one that I've just cut out of a magazine, and I'm using it as a mask. So a mask is like the opposite of a stencil. I'm going to end up with that coloured face underneath. So I've just covered up the rest of the page using some Night and some Payne's Grey, and created a dark background. Now I'm going in with a scrapey tool and just scraping some lines into it. So just to create some interest, it scrapes off a little bit of paint. You can see some of the coloured paint from before coming through. And when you take away the magazine image, you get this really crisp, clear profile with your paint in the background. So you can use many different pages in the background. It doesn't need to be from the Collage Collective, and you could just paint your own background there. So use what you have got. Now I've got my mask and I've removed it. I just wanted to see what it looked like to get some ideas of what I wanted to do next. And I decided I wanted to put some more interest into that darker area on my page. So I've poured out some gold ink and I'm going to do some splatters. And I've got some white as well, and then I found a piece that was flipping up and annoying me, so I've glued that down because I get distracted. So I'm just using a fan brush and flicking my ink everywhere. So if you didn't have acrylic ink, you can use gloss sprays, you can use a little bit of watered down acrylic paint as well to create the same sort of effect. And you can see there that you sort of get this lovely starburst effect. So by having your mask there, it's just so easy to put it on. You can flick your paint over and then remove it, and you've got your image covered. I'm also drying it off as I go along, mainly because I'm messy and I would put my hands in it, but also because I don't want my colours to mix. So if I had the wet gold going on the wet white, there is a possibility it would blend together. Also flicked it all over my iPad, so you have to clean that off too. If you do accidentally get acrylic paint or ink or gloss sprays over any devices that you have around or your glass mat, some hand sanitizer or alcohol spray will remove it. So don't panic, but probably don't leave stuff right there when you're flicking things around too. Just take it from one who knows. So the gold ink is a little bit thicker. It takes a bit longer to dry, and I had a little bit bigger blobs on the page too, which is why I'm taking a little bit longer to make sure it's all dry. So once I've done that, I was thinking about what to do next. And this page came around because I had this quote that I cut out of the magazine. It's actually where the face came out of as well. It was from an electrical engineering magazine, but they had a men's health focus, one issue, and it was just full of really good stuff about looking after your head, mental health, how to be proactive, and I got a lot of awesome wording that I cut out of the magazine, and some really good head profiles, particularly of men, which you don't often get in magazines. So it was a very valuable magazine. Unfortunately, it's not one that I usually get, and it was one that sort of just turned up at my doorstep, so I'm not sure what it's actually called. But just keep an eye out for things like that in magazines that you can use for a variety of different things. So because I had that quote on there and I had the head, I thought I would I would answer that question where my head was at. So with my Stabilo Oil pencil and really scribbly writing, I decided to journal within the head shape. The reason I didn't use a black pen was because I didn't want it to be really overwhelming. I wanted it to be sort of soft in the background. So while you can still see the black, it's much softer than if I'd used a really stark black pen on it, particularly because I haven't used black anywhere else on the page really. So I didn't want the black to be the focus. I wanted the head to be the focus. And also by putting the journaling on the page, it kind of actually gave the head a little bit more three-dimensional look, which is a bit strange, but I quite liked how it ended up. So that's it. Really simple. It's a great way to do journaling. It's a great way to sort of empty out your brain. Obviously I used a profile in this, but you can create your own masks of any shape, and it could be as simple as it might be a heart, it could be a circle. Cut out any shape and try doing a similar type thing in the background that works for you. But it's a really easy way to create a space to journal in, which is often what I want to journal for in the first place anyway. So I hope you have a go at this. Until next time, bye for now.